Okay, well, I've decided to use some of Aussie Mojo Tube's own fun stuff in regards to funny news. I don't think you'll mind Aussie Mojo in regards to me just doing this once in a while. I won't do it as often as you because that is your cliche, but this one has to be written, has to be read from the canadaca.net website. You probably won't believe this, but it's new spelling rules bring French purists to tears. About 2,000 words have been modernized, from the simple onion to the iconic igloo. For some people, the new spelling for onion in French is enough to make them cry. The food may now be spelled oignon, O-G-N-O-N, along with the traditional oignon, O-I-G-N-O-N, in Quebec classrooms, part of a French language spelling reform that's stirring the ever-simmering language pot in the province. The humble onion is among 2,000 words that have undergone spelling modernization across the French-speaking world, a mini-revolution to sweep away some hyphens, accents, and medieval spellings. Under the changes, igloo can now be spelled igloo, I-G-L-O-U, fjord may be fjord, F-I-O-R-D, Maître, which is teacher, or maître, anyways, loses its accent. It used to be M-I, small accent, T-R-E, to become M-I, M-A-I, with regular I, T-R-E, and the status quo is no longer that. It's a statu quo, and statu quo is all one word. We used to say status quo even in French. The changes, which have been eliciting passion since they were introduced in France 2 decades ago, have been largely ignored in Quebec until now. This fall, the Quebec Education Ministry announced that both the old and new spellings were acceptable for students writing their province-wide exams this academic year. In the province where language is a pillar of identity and where parents have coped with endless education reforms, the decision launched a debate that has sparked talk shows and online discussion forums. On one side, spelling reformists are crying victoire. We're at the point of no return, said Chantal Contant, a linguist at the University of Quebec at Montreal who has championed the reforms. Hairdressers have to stay up to date with changes and mechanics have to stay up to date with changes. Why shouldn't French teachers? Ms. Contant has been fending off criticism from traditionalists who see the spelling reforms as a dumbing down attempt to boost performances in Quebec classrooms. Former Premier Jacque Parizeau, who has been lamenting the province's high dropout rate, bemoaned the measure. Once again, we are going to use children as guinea pigs, Mr. Parizeau told a Montreal newspaper. Author and commentator Denise Bombardier said Quebec students have already become dysfunctional in orthography, and wrote in Le Devoir that Quebec education officials are churning out students who are writing disabled. Why the fuss? The proponents. The changes would merely simplify French and do away with anomalies that make the language so notoriously difficult to master. The circumflex accent would be dropped from the I or U in some words. Unil becomes unil without the circumflex accent. Une flute, no circumflex accent. Hyphen, so that le ping-pong becomes le ping-pong, one word. An extraterrestre becomes an extraterrestre, one word. As for onion, the I is silent. Its spelling dates to the Middle Ages and is considered archaic. Borrowed words that have passed into the French language, such as referendum, would be Francified. I'm not making this up, it's actually written in the journal. Francified and written referendum, something that is already common practice in Quebec with accents on your E's, where there has been plenty of practice, of course. Under the latest changes, Quebec students wouldn't be penalized for using a new spelling variation of a word as long as it appears in the dictionary, a Quebec education official said. For Ms. Contant, the changes are overdue. Some people see French as sacrosanct, like it comes down from God and is immutable, she said, but it's created by humans and it can change. Thus, once more, we see that the pen is mightier than the sword.